Good morning. I'm Joe Sedane.
Good morning.
And I have been talking to a lot of people. They call me Tell It Like It Is. When I see them in the street, I don't know half of the people. And I have been talking to a lot of different people with businesses in Rockdale. And their grievances was some of the people that have their own car lots and stuff. They can't fly the balloons, but you go down the street in Conyers fly the balloons. They said then our businesses can't let them put signs up in the windows and stuff like other people do. So those are some of the grievances that I hear in the community. And a lot of people in the community we want our community to be nice, clean, and we want our community to be where people can listen to what the citizens want. See, I don't work for nobody. I'm not in nobody's back. I'm a Democrat, I'm non-partisan, or whatever you want to call me. I got my own opinion. But during the Democratic Party, we need to find out people and put people in these offices who clean. We need to put people in these offices who have background checks. We have been putting people in our offices that we have not physically seen what these people really working with. I don't come out and fight with Odoms or R's just when somebody give me a phone call. I'm out here all the time. I didn't drop the ball, and when somebody called me and said, we need you down here to come fight, I don't come fight like that. I come fight for the public. I walk every day these streets. And when I come to y'all telling y'all something, I'm not telling you what Joe Sedane sitting home. I sit home and I deal with my flowers. When God separate me for people. I don't go dealing with people. So during this election time, a lot of y'all, we got, just like we did Dillard, we got the numbers. So I'm telling y'all now, either we straighten up or the numbers will double. So I'm here today to tell y'all we don't have nothing to do with who you are or what you is. We got to do what's best for the county. And all these backdoor dealers and backdoor people and stabbing people in the back, I can't shake your hand and smile in your face and stab you in the back. I was never given that gift. A lying. My mama beat us and my dad beat us and taught us we couldn't lie like that. So when a snake is a double-headed snake, that's the worst kind of snake. And so be careful who you shake hands with, because sometimes they're double-headed snakes, people there.
Thank you for your comments. Ms. Linda Rudolph, please. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Linda Rudolph, and I belong to a small group. I also work and shop in Rockdale, and today I brought my grandson to show Rockdale folks just how easy it is to come out and support people like our sheriff and make a difference in Rockdale. You get up, you have breakfast, you get in the car, and you come on out. He will learn at a young age how your community depends upon you to participate. And I'm grateful for the many hardworking people here, but I am profoundly disappointed in some of the leadership. And the agenda of the taxpayers be damned. I implore all of you tax-paying citizens to consider just how easy it is to become involved. Get up, get out, make a difference for the good of Rockdale. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. R.J. Haley, please.
Good morning. Good morning. My comments are my own as a Rockdale resident and do not reflect the views of the Rockdale Democratic Party or the Democratic Party of Georgia. First, I'd like to publicly thank, as has been said, Chief Mike Lee for his years of service, and I wish him well in his retirement. And also, I didn't hear much about it, but I also want to thank Captain Dewey Collins for, I think it was 37 years of service to the fire department. Captain Collins was my first 35-year service awardee back in 2009. We hear a lot about what's wrong in the county, but I think these guys and all of the long-serving, hard-working employees of our county, that reminds us of what's right with Rockdale County. I also want to remember someone today. March 18th marked the 1 year since the passing of Herb Whitson. And while I served as chief of staff, Herb would always catch me after a meeting or in the office or on the phone. He was going to catch up with me at some point and get with me about the latest issues and concerns he had. And I always knew without fail that we'd end up arguing about the fair tax or something like that. But we didn't agree on much, but I appreciated his passion, and you always knew exactly where he stood. My final comment is for Commissioner Van Ness. I find it very hypocritical that you attack Chairman Oden for disrespecting an elected official. During my time as Chief of Staff, there were a number of times where you yourself were demeaning, belittling, and disrespectful to Chairman Oden and Commissioner Nesbitt, not only in private, but also in front of staff. And I always hated that, but I had a duty to support the staff, serve the public, and respect you as my commissioner. Your supporters may cheer you on, but let's remember that you sat by quietly as a member of the last administration and passed a budget that we had no chance of supporting, despite warnings from our tax commissioner. You are our longest-serving commissioner. Where are your proposals and initiatives to move us forward? Now, Commissioner Nesbitt, he may have taken some hits for putting up this dog park, but at least he's trying. I mean, the main time I see you get energized is when something threatens your private school daycare business. Now, your supporters are here every week to attack the chairman, attack Commissioner Nesbitt. You know the Rockdale citizens are never going to write a bad word about you. So please feel free to stop the grandstanding. Put all that knowledge and experience to the betterment of Rockdale. And if you wish to attack the policies of your fellow commissioners, feel free to offer us bold new proposals. After so many years in office, Commissioner Van Ness, we're waiting. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Karen James, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Karen James. I am a 10-year resident of Rockdale, Conyers, and I am here as the Political Action Chair for the Rockdale NAACP. And with me is my committee member, Ms. Jacqueline Johnson-Dixon. And I'm pleased to come before you this morning to represent the NAACP, but also as a citizen of this county and of the United States. And my purpose for getting up is to express express my support for Chairman Oden, Commissioner Van Ness, as well as Mr. Nesbitt. While we may not always agree, this is a democratic society, and this is a government, and the processes are set out for us to agree to disagree and to use the laws and regulations that are given. It's counterproductive, in my opinion, to focus on the negative. You can always look at the glass half full or half empty. We have goals and objectives in this county that we want to accomplish, and I believe we all want to accomplish that. Many of us moved out here for probably the very same reasons. I just had a wonderful conversation with a fellow federal government worker. Our paths, while they did not cross earlier, but we went down the same paths as federal employees working in HR, had some of the same experiences. Both our fathers were in the military. So I think if we choose to look for the good in one another and find that we have more, that we are alike than different, then we can come to agreements on things that some of us feel very passionate about. So I would just caution, words have power, and you can use your words to encourage people or to tear them down. So it would be my hope that we use our time, our effort, to build people up. While we may not agree with the current leadership, it is the leadership, and I was always taught that you respect who's in charge until such time that it changes over. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. I now have Sarah Morton, please.
Good morning, Board of Commissioners.
Good morning.
And community supporters. I stand before you to say I am saddened it has taken so long to get a chance to stand before you. Hearing after hearing, seeing nothing but propaganda.
Mr. Chairman, this isn't appropriate for public comment. This is about your pending special use permit.
Yes, it is.
It's
can't-
not appropriate for this venue.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone here that represents your organization that wish to make a public comment in regards to the pending decision shall not be allowed.
Okay.
Okay.
But thank you so very
Okay.
much.
Thank you. I have Alderman Thomas, please. Beg pardon, decline? Okay. Okay, I have Bishop Hattemore? Hattemore?
Commissioner, staff, commissioners. As Bishop Lattimore is, also I support our leadership within everything that we do. Scripture teaches us, obey them that has rule over you, for also they watch for your soul. I also believe in that our government should be fair within whatever decision that we make. We're not basically here by color or creed or nationality, but we're here based on the fact that we're humans, and everybody deserves a chance to be heard, respected. If we want someone to respect us, then we must learn to respect them. We should never, ever let our business agreement, our lack of dislike to ever affect anyone. No one should never disrespect their leader that's in charge of them. Retired out of the military, I had to follow what my commanding officers would tell me, whether I liked it or disliked it. The issue was that you got leaders over you. And I say the same thing. If we have a chairman over us, if we have others working together, if we do not support, then what message are we sending to the people? We're telling them the same thing. That if I don't support the commissioner here, then the commission is not going to get the support from the people. We all need to stop what we're doing, stop fighting, and come to the business of the county. And whatever that business is, we need to make fair decisions within the county on whatever we stand for to do. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you for your comments. Natalie Warner, please. Okay. Fred Witt, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Fred Witt, and I'm speaking as a 34-year resident of Rockdale County. Mr. Chairman, last Tuesday night, Commissioner Van Ness attacked you for passing out a document she called a handout. Commissioner Van Ness stated that though the facts are correct, this document was still propaganda. It seemed her main complaint was that you had not mentioned the fact that a new jail had opened. It seemed that the sheriff's jail opening would have had an impact on the sheriff's budget in one of the 3 years, but the sheriff's budget showed a large increase for all of the 3 years. It also seems, Mr. Chairman, that one of Commissioner Van Ness' really deep complaints was she was not allowed to approve your handout in advance. It seems she wants journalistic control over every document coming out of the chairman's office. On Thursday, June 9th, there was an article in the Rockdale Citizen written by Jay Jones in which he quoted Commissioner Van Ness as stating that the facts on the handout were correct. On Friday, June 10th, there was a letter to the editor from author Jay Kidney where he claimed Chairman Oden had one-sided and half-truth documents. We have gone from Thursday's Rockdale Citizen where the documents facts are correct to Friday's Rockdale Citizen where the documents are one-sided and half-true. Now, Commissioner Van Ness, this is a much better example of propaganda, and it was being done by one of your supporters. The reason I made reference to the letter to the editor in the Rockdale Citizen was back in February. I was one of 4 people who met with publisher Alice Queen and Jay Jones. In that meeting, Ms. Queen assured us that any letter to the editor was read by her and would not be published if it contained any factual data that was either slanted or false. Mr. Kidney's letter was published in the Rockdale Citizen, so the public can make the assumption that it was approved by Ms. Queen as being factual in content. This board has been under constant constraint by Sam Smiley and his band of geriatric followers to hold the line on all spending. We now see there is one exception to their line of reasoning. We must give Sheriff Wigington any and all money he requests. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for your comments. At this time, those are all the public comments I have at this time. We'll revert